Welcome, wrestling fans, to another episode here of Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for the 2026 WWE Monday Night Raw episode here on June 1st as we get ready for another WWE Universe hotspot here in Italy that will host Monday Night Raw, and cannot wait to bring it to you guys here on the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
This is the cradle of Italian liberty, the capital of the Piedmont. In the shadow of the Swiss Alps, this is Turin, or Torino, as the locals call it. And for the very first time...
And guys, we are here in Turin, Italy for WWE Monday Night Raw. And after what we've seen at WWE Clash in Italy less than 24 hours ago, what will take place here on Monday Night Raw, I can only imagine, as we'll see what is next, not only for the World Heavyweight Champion, but also for many other superstars.
Italian liberty, Turin, Italy. Over 12,000 WWE fans are expected for Clash.
Historic WWE Clash in Italy takes center stage.
It is a WrestleMania-worthy card.
Gunther,
And we kick things off with the WWE Championship match that was a classic contest from both men, as we'd see Cody Rhodes be able to survive the ring general, even though the match would end in controversy, as Cody Rhodes beats Gunther in a controversial finish with the referee.
Rematch. I'd do a rematch with Gunther right here, right now.
Rhea Bloody Ripley defends her gold against the former champion, Jade Cargill.
And Rhea Ripley retains and stays on top, defeating the odds and defeating Jade Cargill for the second time. And we would see the biggest upset of the night as the man Becky Lynch would put her Intercontinental Championship on the line, as Sol Ruka will be able to hit the Soul Snatcher and get the victory to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. And then the ferocious all the way through matchup between Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, as Brock delivered 7 F5s to defeat the ruler Oba Femi in what was an instant classic here in Clash in Italy, after we've seen Oba get put through the table with an F5 and still stand up back on his feet and then walk back into the ring as he would deliver more punishment to the beast. But Brock would come out on top with his 7th F5 to get the victory over Oba.
Tribal combat for the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns defends his seat at the head of the table against Jacob Fatu.
And these two men would lay waste and destroy each other in this tribal combat matchup, as Roman would really teach Fatu a lesson here. And at the end of it all, after entering the right hand of Fatu, Roman would then take advantage, as you see here, using the tool chest, slamming the hand of Jacob Fatu over and over again, even spearing him through the barrier. And then even with all the turnbuckle covers off and the moonsault hit by Fatu, it would not be enough, as Roman would be able to deliver a huge spear through the table, and another for good measure to get the victory and retain his World Heavyweight Championship.
Still world champion, Roman Reigns.
I'm trying to shine a light on my legacy in a positive manner. But y'all are forcing my hand. Keep on trying. I want it all.
And the MFTs, they're at ringside for whatever reason, staring down Jacob Fatu And what will the Samoan werewolf decide to do tonight as we see the Usos arriving to the arena with the World Heavyweight Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And ladies and gentlemen, kicking off Monday Night Raw after another successful title defense at WWE Clash in Italy, he's accompanied by Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. He is your World Heavyweight Champion, the Tribal Chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns. Allergies suck. And you can tell the crowd is pumped up here for this one. But what will Roman have to say? And there's the pyro as the ones are in the air. We will hear from the World Heavyweight Champion to kick off WWE Monday Night Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, and the World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
And after the message we heard at the end of Clash in Italy, just less than 24 hours ago, what will be the message from Roman Reigns here to kick off Monday Night Raw? And what should be a huge statement made by the World Heavyweight Champion as the Tribal Chief walks down the ring and will look for acknowledgement from Jacob Fatu.
When asked last night why the Usos are back in tow, Roman explained why. He said, I'm trying to shine a light on my legacy, but there are folks out there forcing my hand. And one of those is Jacob Fatu, who the question now is tonight, Corey, will he acknowledge his tribal chief?
Per the rules of tribal combat, that's exactly what Jacob Fatu must do tonight in Torino. And also, let's not forget the closing moments of last night Clash in Italy, who we saw on the other side of the barricade as Roman left ringside with his cousins Jimmy and Jay, the MFTs led by Solo Sikoa.
The Usos' brother and Roman's cousin.
Private trains, ladies.
And as the ones are up in the air, the Usos acknowledge their tribal chief, and so does the WWE Universe here in Italy. And a look of confidence from the World Heavyweight Champion as we hear from Roman Reigns to kick off WWE Monday Night Raw. OTC, OTC, OTC. And serenading the World Heavyweight Champion is the crowd here in Turin, Italy. And a standing ovation here for the World Heavyweight Champion as the crowd here acknowledges their OTC, their tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Wow, man. More chants, more serenading going on here for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Yeah.
All right. Torino! Acknowledge me!
OTC, OTC. Uh-oh. OTC.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time because there is no day like Acknowledgement Day.
Oh, boy.
Hi.
Hello.
OTC, we're Jacob Bad right now. First day on the job, he already late, ooze. Come on, Jacob.
And the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso, calling out Jacob Fatu.
I bet you the other clan's gonna come out.
Might be the case. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
What are those little crowns for?
Those are for the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
Is that tonight?
They start tonight, yes.
Is that this show?
Huh?
Is that this show or something else tonight?
No, they'll have, I think, 2 matches tonight for qualifying for both tournaments.
Oh, it's...
And Jacob Fatu makes his way down to the ring after losing to Roman Reigns again at Clash in Italy. But this time it was in tribal combat. So now Jacob must acknowledge Roman Reigns as his tribal chief. What's up?
I just want to see this.
Oh, cool. Getting into wrestling now, huh?
I just like these two characters. He looks like he's getting ready to work on a car or something.
He does, doesn't he?
He's even got the handkerchief in his pocket. He's still gonna lose.
Fatu. Pretty big chant there for Jacob.
He's still in.
Let's not drag this thing out, Jacob.
Cats are
You
attacking
know what
the door.
time it is.
Yeah, you're moving too slow anyway, Jacob. You know what time it is. Pavaveos.
And now Fatu getting in the face of Jey Uso. And now snatches the microphone away from Jey. Oh boy.
Jacob! I'm over here.
Oh, snap.
That tribal combat, I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew the consequences. I knew the repercussions. Hell, I knew what would happen if I walked out with that title last night. And I knew what would happen if I'd lost. Hell, I've been taking L's my whole life. It ain't nothing new to me. Taking L's my whole life brought me right here, standing right here in front of you right now.
Roman looks at his watch. Come on, boy. Let's go, Jacob. Come on.
Speaking of a loss, last night, Clash in Italy, in front of the whole world, and including my children.
Oh my god, this is really dramatic.
My children seen their father be a man, take a loss, and keep his word. And last night, I lost to my tribal chief.
Oh, it's not. Sorry.
But I didn't lose to your punk ass, Jay. Ah, but let's keep it 100. Roman, I challenge you.
He did it. Oh, he didn't get on his knee, huh? Oh, snap. Was he want him to hold his hand?
Babe, I don't know, so you're kind of just watch.
Okay, I was kind of curious. I like that. Was he crying again?
And Jacob Thought 2 has officially acknowledged Roman Reigns as his tribal chief.
This right now, Jacob. But I love you.
That was nice.
It's on now, Jacob. You here now, baby. And this is a message to everybody in that locker room, Moose. This is a warning shot. Bow. They the tools. And we the ones.
He's not holding it up. There he is. Oh, so he's part of that little crew now? Oh,
Yep.
that's cool. I like that.
And it has been made official. This new bloodline has been formed now by the World Heavyweight Champion as Jacob Fatu acknowledges his tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And now what will this new faction, this new bloodline bring to the Monday Night Raw roster after the World Heavyweight Champ put all of WWE on notice at their clash in Italy?
That was kind of cool. I like that.
What's up, Alfie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, once again insulating himself with family. And now he is a dangerous Samoan werewolf on the leash that he can unleash at any time.
As if Roman Reigns needed to amass even more power. The tribal chief right now might as well be bulletproof.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at ringside tonight, Michael Cole and Corey Graves, thank you for joining us in Torino, Italy. It has been quite the weekend for WWE, of course, Clash in Italy. Yesterday, Saturday night, AAA, Monterrey, Mexico. The world is still talking about it. We have breaking news about this right now.
The world is still abuzz about the mask versus mask match between El Grande Americano and the original El Grande Americano. Well, you have an opportunity to relive it tonight or watch it for the very first time, because immediately following Monday Night Raw, we will present that match in its entirety right here on Netflix.
A special encore presentation here tonight. We're also joined at ringside by our Italian commentary team, none other than Luca Franchini and the Calaposa.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw as the Samoan werewolf officially acknowledges Roman Reigns as his tribal chief. And now the World Heavyweight Champion has a new bloodline faction that has been formed. And we see here Seth freaking Rollins arriving to the arena, getting ready for his main event match here on WWE Monday Night Raw as he goes one-on-one with Division's Braun Breaker.
From the Division, Braun Breaker now one half of the tag team champions. with that man Austin Theory. Breaker, Rollins live in our main event tonight. And fresh off the biggest win of her
And ladies and gentlemen, there's the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Sol Ruka, off of the biggest win in her WWE career. She is here tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw.
Draws near. For two worthy competitors, royalty awaits. The king and queen will be crowned.
the king and queen of the ring tournaments, where legends have been made and careers have been built.
A grueling tournament where champions are forged in combat, where victory sets a path to greatness,
I am your queen.
and future Hall of Famers take their first step towards immortality.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. I'm royalty. It's true.
The prize, a world championship opportunity at SummerSlam. Today, in Turin, Italy, the quest for glory begins as the king and queen of the ring tournaments commence. Top superstars from Raw and SmackDown look to survive and advance to the finals of the Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Who will earn a world championship opportunity? Who will seize their destiny and become the next king and queen of the ring?
And ladies and gentlemen, the king and queen of the ring tournaments begin tonight with 4 fatal 4-way matches, both in the queen of the ring tournament and the king of the ring tournament. This should be incredible.
Tonight we get to look forward to Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Julia, and Lash Legend all battling out to make it to the next round. Look on the other side.
And wow, guys, there we go. Breaking news. It will be Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Julia, and Lash Legend battling it out in tonight's qualifying matchup, a fatal 4-way match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And then, guys, also, tonight, we'll see the ruler Obafemi and Penta, the men's Intercontinental Champion, and Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes in a fatal 4-way match to kick off the King of the Ring tournament.
Let's get to that matchup right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, our first matchup of the night is scheduled for one fall and is a King of the Ring tournament qualifier fatal 4-way matchup. And introducing first, he is the WWE Men's Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
A star, no matter where he goes in the world. And up next, fatal 4-way match. Who advances in the King of the Ring tournament live on Netflix?
Let's get ready.
All right, guys. So gonna get this. Getting our poll ready, guys, for our first matchup here of Monday Night Raw. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so Penta, Femi, Solo, Carmelo Hayes. All right, there we go, guys. We've got the poll up now for everybody. Make sure you get your votes in. Let me know what you guys think here in this one. All right, just got to wait a little bit to get back from the commercial breaks here, guys. And man, what an awesome way to open up Monday Night Raw here as we see Jacob Fatu officially acknowledge Roman Reigns as his tribal chief. And now the World Heavyweight Champion has a new bloodline faction at his disposal as he looks to change the whole dynamic here around the WWE and the WWE Universe. All right, here we go. Let's crack one open. It's Tim Reynolds Show. All right. Oh, yeah. That's good. Excuse me. All right, guys, what do you think of Roman Reigns now having this new bloodline faction here? I'm thinking it's going to give us a lot more storylines to look forward to. That's for sure. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we get get ready to get back from these commercial breaks. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Everybody for hanging out here on Tim. All right, sounds like we're working, running good.
This is a fatal four-way match to determine.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Tala Tonga, the MFTs, it's Solo Sikoa!
Was accompanied Solo Sikoa to the ring because remember the rules of a fatal four-way. No disqualification, no count-out. Tala Tonga free to do as he so pleases. And after the closing moments of Clash in Italy, one has to wonder, is Solo's master plan to win the King of the Ring tournament, to earn his way to SummerSlam, to then challenge the World Heavyweight Champion?
And what Corey is referring to is after tribal combat is Roman and the Usos and Jacob Fatu leaving the arena. Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga were in the crowd, looking on.
And already in the ring, one of the other opponents here, it's Carmelo Hayes!
Team at Tala Tonga. With an attitude as big as he is bad. A monster of a human being. Certainly enhances Solo Sikoa's chances in this fatal four-way.
And already the Oba chants have begun. And making his way to the ring, the man who could be considered the favorite for this King of the Ring tournament. He is the ruler, Oba Family! Oba, 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 Oba. What's up, Anthony? How we doing, man? Just got out of school. I'm getting, what are the results so far? So only thing we've seen thus far is Jacob Fatu did come out and acknowledge Roman Reigns as his tribal chief. Right now, we're getting to our first matchup of the night. It's right here in the poll. Our first fatal four-way in the King of the Ring tournament kicks off here Monday Night Raw.
see Femi's left arm heavily take the damage done by the beast Brock Lesnar last night at Clash in Italy. And Carmelo
Oh, and Hayes going right after Oba, and he gets dropped with the right hand. Oba then drops Penta, and the clothesline to Solo.
behold the ruler.
And Oba Femi's so over right now. This is awesome.
It took 7 and one of them to go to an announce table by Brock Lesnar to keep Oba Femi down last night.
Even with one badly damaged arm, you have to ask yourself, did Brock Lesnar
And now all three men going after Oba Femi as Penta, Carmelo Hayes, and Solo get shoved out of the way as Oba boot to Solo, a right elbow to Hayes, and now the uppercut in the corner to Penta, and an uppercut to Carmelo, another slam in the corner to Penta, and there's Solo. Uh-oh. And that didn't even face Oba here. And now Solo Sikoa going for the Samoan spike, but a chop there by Oba knocks down Solo. And now you can see Solo on the outside. Here comes Oba Femi. And now Penta inside the ring attacking Carmelo Hayes here. And now the handstand drop kick to Carmelo connects. The cover here by Penta. And a kick out at 2 by Carmelo. And now Penta here looking for, the Penta driver, but Carmelo able to counter. Penta in the corner, looks to hit Melo with the boots, and Melo connects with an enziguri to the back of the head, and now the springboard leg drop connects to Penta. The cover here by Melo, and a kick out at 2. So now Penta in the corner here, looking to counter, throws Melo. Oh, a super kick right to the face of Melo. Oh, responds with his own super kick. And now off the ropes, springboard. Oh, got caught. Melo gone down after that super kick by Penta. And now Solo thrown into the barrier on the outside. And now, Tala Tonga now standing right in front of the 300-pound ruler. And now back in the ring, the double super kicks to Oba, and then both men kick each other, and oh no, now Penta and Melo double choke slam connects by Oba Femi. And now, guys, we've got to wait to get back to this awesome matchup after these commercial breaks. But will Oba Femi be able to conquer 3 other men in this fatal 4-way matchup to earn an advancement here in the King of the Ring tournament to advance to the next round? Or will one of these other men, Penta, the WWE Men's Intercontinental Champion, Carmelo Hayes, or Solo Sikoa, be able to overcome the odds and defeat Oba and the rest of these men in this fatal 4-way matchup? Here to kick off WWE Monday Night Raw, we will find out coming up next after these commercial breaks here on WWE Monday Night Raw. And welcome everybody to this live play-by-play and reaction right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday afternoon. Starting Raw a little early here because they are over in Italy. First time for us streaming on the Monday afternoon slate, doing Monday Night Raw, so hopefully we'll get some more people in here. Black Kite, what's up, man? Welcome back, man. How are you doing? Hey, I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing good today, too, on this Monday afternoon, brother. Thank you, man. Welcome back to the chat, Black Kite OP. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys, we're just under a minute and a half to go here on these commercial breaks as we get back to this fatal 4-way matchup that kicks off the King of the Ring tournament with Oba Femi versus Penta versus Solo versus Carmelo Hayes. Make sure you guys get your votes in here. And Black Kite, yep, just read that literally about 20 minutes before we got live here today. The Los Angeles Rams making another big trade, this time for Myles Garrett. Browns fans have got to be losing their minds. They've got to be losing their minds. I mean, hey, if you're going to trade them, you did get decent in return. They get Jared Verse and a first-round pick in 2027, so not too bad. More compensation to be reported from the Browns in this trade offer, but if you're the Rams, I mean, you can't go more all in than making a trade like that. So the Rams, I think, are definitely now the team to beat more than likely in the NFC, even over the Seattle Seahawks. We'll have to see what Seattle does to replace all of those players that they lost in free agency. But I'm thinking right now with the moves that the Rams have been able to make, yeah, I think it's safe to say they're the contenders right now in the NFC. Glad to hear you're doing great there, brother. Black Kite OP, we appreciate you. All right, so back to the action. Carmelo Hayes and Penta exchanging chops here. Back and forth in the middle of the ring as Melo gets hit with a chop. And Melo then now responding here. But Solo with the double clothesline before Melo can make his move.
The steel steps by Solo Sikoa. Of course, can be nowhere near 100% after that.
And now Solo here going after Penta with right hands, and now we see here. Oh, and the backside slam by Solo Sikoa. Connects to Penta, and now going after Melo, but Oba back inside the ring with the clothesline to Solo. And now Melo gets caught here, and so does Penta. But wait a minute, Solo connects with the super kick. Melo, with the first 48 and the super kick by Penta. And now all of the moves here on the ruler, but tossing him aside. And Roba shoulder first into the steel post as Penta and Carmelo were able to move out of the way. And oh my goodness, Tala Tonga and Solo double teaming the ruler Oba, tossing him into the steel post. And now Tala Tonga, the big boot takes out the ruler. Wow. And now Penta leaping over the top rope takes out Solo. But wait a minute, here comes Carmelo as he takes out Penta. And now Melo up to the top rope here, looking for his opportunity. And for the splash, Penta rolls out of the way. And Solo with a huge clothesline. Penta with a super kick. And now Solo, catches Penta with a clothesline. And now looking for that Samoan spike. Solo going after Melo. Melo able to duck out of the way. And what a bulldog. And now wait a minute. Penta caught Melo. And looking for the Penta driver. The cover here. And Solo breaks it up before the 3 count. What a move here. What action we've got on Monday Night Raw.
This is what it means to become king of the ring.
Plain Shark, what's up, man?
WWE Hall of Famers have won the King of the Ring tournament over the years.
And Solo looking as Oba Femi's back to his feet. Tala Tonga can't believe it. And went for the boot and a big clothesline by Oba. And now, taking out Melo. And now Oba, the spine buster to Penta. And Oba slamming Tala Tonga on the announcer's table. And now Solo gets caught and tossed like a rag doll by the ruler. And now Oba looking to crush Solo here. And Solo on the shoulders of the ruler. The pop-up powerbomb, the cover. And did you expect anything less? As your winner is the ruler, Oba Femi.
Just wow. One bad arm and all. The ruler return tonight as a one-man army on a mission. That is a 7-footer. Tama Tonga locked into an announce table. Solo Sikoa meets the same fate. And then a thunderous fall from grace for Solo. And Oba advances.
And the fall from grace powerbomb connects to give Oba the victory. Oh, wait a minute. But Oba Femi's not done. He's got a microphone.
Brock Lesnar questioned me. He asked me if I could take an ass whooping. He said, Obafemi, what do you do after receiving an ass whooping? Obafemi, what do you do after receiving a beatdown? Obafemi, what do you do after taking 7 F5s? I'm standing, I'm winning, I took your best shot, and I'm still here. And at the end of the day, I will be king of the ring. And you coward, Brock Lesnar, don't you ever forget, it is 1-1. I'll see you down the line.
All I can say is,
And what a message there from Obafemi as the ruler sends a message loud and clear to the Beast Brock Lesnar.
Take a look at the current bracket for the men's King of the Ring tournament. As we saw,
So with that victory, Obafemi advances to the quarterfinals.
that dubious
Or I should say the semifinals.
Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, or Damian Priest. Not much of a reward for winning, if you ask me.
I'll tell you one thing. Brock Lesnar woke something up in Obafemi last night. He was out of control here on Raw.
Yeah, we wondered how Obafemi would respond in the wake of a beatdown from the Beast. We just got our answer.
And remember what happens for the winner of the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring tournament. They head to SummerSlam, where they will battle for a world title in one of the main events. Of course, SummerSlam, a 2-day spectacular first weekend of August in Minnesota. Tickets are available for that 2-day event right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, it is our main event. It is the latest chapter in the saga between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
There is a reason I lost to Gunther at WrestleMania. There is a reason Roman Reigns is walking around with my World Heavyweight Championship. The reasons for those things are one and the same, and they have a name, and that name is Braun Breaker. I gave you everything. Let me say this plainly so even your pea brain can understand it. You are not ready.
I'm not ready. I never needed you and your vision.
Rollins called Breaker the undisputed future of the industry. Well, folks, the future is now.
And you want to blame me for you losing the World Heavyweight Championship. Truth is, your body can't handle it, your mind is too brittle, and your shoulder can't handle the weight of a strap on it anymore. From here on out, every single day, from this day forward, I will be coming after you. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to ruin everything that you have ever done. I know that I am a marked man. I know that I have absolutely zero allies. But I also know I have to put an end to the vision. And what has occurred to me is that sometimes the easiest way out of a situation is to run right through it.
Freaking Rollins is never going to be ready to have a vision of victory over Braun Breaker.
That's right, guys. In our main event of Monday Night Raw, Braun Breaker goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins in what should be a stellar matchup here tonight on Monday Night Raw in Italy.
Seth freaking Rollins put Breaker in the rear view mirror for good tonight in our main event.
And 24 hours ago, this young woman had the biggest win of her career. Soruka, the brand new Intercontinental Champion, joins us live next on Netflix.
And again, guys, as we see Sol Ruka make her way to the ring, she will speak to us coming up next. But in the background, we can see one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory, again of the Vision, talking to Maxine Dupree. What could this mean going forward, guys? I can't tell you it's going to be anything good, as this looks like it could be the end of the Alpha Academy, or at least Maxine Dupree's position in the Alpha Academy. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Gonna be interesting. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here with us on Tim Reynolds Show. Been kind of a quiet stream thus far. We're about 1 hour in. Should have about another hour, hour and a half left to go. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. All right, thank you everybody as we wait to get back from these commercial breaks. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, guys, so Oba Femi was able to win the first Fatal 4-Way matchup in the King of the Ring tournament as he advances now to the semifinals, and he'll take on the winner of the next King of the Ring tournament, which will see another Fatal 4-Way matchup, or I should say another King of the Ring tournament matchup, where we will see a Fatal 4-Way match between, excuse me, the AAA Mega Champion, Dominic Mysterio, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Vision's Braun Breaker. We'll see the WWE United States Champion, Trick Williams, and also one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Damian Priest, in this Fatal 4-Way matchup, which should be the next match, I believe, in the King of the Ring tournament. We'll more than likely either see that on Friday or next Monday, as we see how long this will take. I got Fatal 4-Way matches across the board here, and once we see 4 of these set of Fatal 4-Way matches, that will get us to our final 4 here in this one. That'll get us down to our final 2, or I should say, yeah, so that'll get us down to our final 2. So the winners of these Fatal 4-Way matches will face another opponent, and then that'll get us to the finals after that. So really interesting to see you guys. Let me know who you got in the chat winning these King and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
Hey, Fanatics Games is back, bringing together athletes, celebrities, and lucky fans for the ultimate showdown across 8 epic sports challenges. WWE superstars Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Liv Morgan, and just announced the greatest of all time, John Cena, are set to compete. $2 million in prizes are on the line. Only at Fanatics Fest. Head to fanaticsfest.com for sign-up info. Plus photos and autos are on sale now. Let's head up to the ring and Kathy Kelly.
Torino, please put your hands together and join me in welcoming the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Sol Ruka.
And ladies and gentlemen, and WWE Universe, introducing the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Sol Ruka!
People asking those questions included the now former Intercontinental Champion, the man Becky Lynch. Ruka stepped up to the big time and showed the world this is where she belongs.
And of course, Becky Lynch just can't take a back seat, can she? She's been on social media all day today, blaming everyone for her loss last night, including Jessica Carr, the official, the sneakers worn by Sol Ruka. I mean, just about everything. Don't take anything away from Sol Ruka, the brand new Intercontinental Champion. What a night last night.
So now we'll get to hear what Sol Ruka has to say. Congratulations to her on her first title on the main roster here in WWE.
Sol, all of Torino chanting you deserve it. Big win. Congratulations. Did you ever think that less than a month after officially joining Monday Night Raw that you would be standing here in the middle of the ring as a champion?
Kathy, this has been a dream come true. I believed that I could be a champion, but most importantly, all of you believed in me too. So from the bottom of my heart, grazie. Honestly, props to Becky Lynch. I know that she was very against having this match in the first place. I know that she thought that I wasn't ready. But she still came out here and she gave me the chance to test myself against the very best. And I proved her wrong. And it's not just me saying it. Everyone is saying it.
You go, Sol. Tell her.
But as tough as it was to beat Becky Lynch, my work here is just getting started. This title deserves a fighting champion. You all deserve a fighting champion, and that is exactly what I am going to be. But if you think that I'm just some rookie, or if you underestimate me, like Becky did, well, at this point, I think we all know how that's going to end. Your soul will be mine, and we will hear the exact words we heard last night. Sol Ruka, the Intercontinental Champion!
Congratulations once again to Sol Ruka. But Corey, now the tough part begins. As you go from hunter to hunted, everyone wants a shot at the title.
The old adage in this business, it's one thing to win a championship, it's another entirely to keep it. Savor the moment. Congratulations, Sol Ruka. Get ready for the run of your life.
And great respect shown by our fans here tonight in Turin, Italy, for Sol Ruka.
Hey, congratulations to Sol Ruka.
Last night at Clash in Italy. And I want to show you something that aired on social media that happened after the show went off the air. It was an interesting scene backstage.
it to him later. Trust me. Like, for Jacob, you better stay on his box. You're the only one that understands the tough love, and that's what he needs to understand. Matter of fact, let me holler at you real quick. You've had this one before, but you never tasted the other one. I need you to go win that King in the Ring. Take it. Go to SummerSlam and take the other one. Come on, Bruce. Don't ever forget, bro. There's 2 wins at the table. I need you to level up. Yeah, Bruce. Love. Yeah, respect. Big Jam. Stay with me. I need you. He needs to do this on his own. He's got it. Yeah.
Roman Reigns, hey, pumping up Jey Uso, who is in the King of the Ring tournament, and as he tries to shoot his shot, we'll see if Jey Uso can pull it off. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it looks like we're going to have tag team action.
It's a tag team match.
Oh, yeah. Come for you.
Rey Mysterio was in Monterrey, Mexico Saturday night. Told me it was one of the loudest crowds he's ever heard in his career. Italy giving Mexico.
And that's right, guys. We are going to see Dragon Lee and the WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio in tag team action coming up next as they take on Rusev and All Ego, Ethan Page. And appreciate you guys hanging out here with us on Tim Reynolds Show. We'll get right back to the action after these commercial breaks. Appreciate y'all showing some love. Now we gotta hit the road, Jack, and don't you coming back no more, no more, no more, no more. All right, so not too bad, guys, as we see there, Roman Reigns, the World Heavyweight Champion, backstage pumping up main event Jey Uso, reminding him that, yes, he has held the World Heavyweight title before, but we see Jey Uso has never held the WWE Championship before. So, could we possibly see Jey Uso as a winner of the King of the Ring tournament? I'm not sure with guys like Oba Femi already advancing, but you never know what could happen, and especially with Roman Reigns having that belief in Jey Uso that he can do it, that could be all Jey Uso needs to really be able to win this tournament. But Big Jim is being told to stay back by Roman, and we'll see what plans Roman Reigns not only has for Big Jim as well of the Usos, but also for Jacob Fatu. As we see, Roman also reminded Jey about that tough love that he used to have to give him and show him back in the day. And he says Jacob Fatu is going to need that here as he's a part of this new bloodline here with Roman Reigns.
Has been traded to...
Well, that's a big trade right there. And the football world in shock today with the trade of Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns to the Los Angeles Rams. Jeez, the Rams just keep making more and more moves, don't they, huh? All right, guys, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here today. Not doing too bad here on the stream. Appreciate everybody who's supporting the channel here thus far. We've got just a few more seconds before we get back to the action.
WWE will make a historic return to Mexico this September when, for the first time in 15 years, Friday Night SmackDown emanates live from Arena CDMX in Mexico City, Friday, September 11th, followed by Monday Night Raw at the same venue on Monday, September 14th,
Let's go.
2026. Additionally, the WWE Mexico live tour in Guadalajara on Wednesday, September 9th, followed by Monterrey Thursday, September 10th. Tickets for all events will go on sale this coming Friday, June 5th.
Can't wait to spend the weekend in Mexico City. Well, tag team action here tonight. That team of Rusev and Ethan Page set to take on Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Let's show you how this matchup came about last week on Monday Night Raw. It was Rey versus Rusev. The winner hoping to earn.
And guys, that's right. Last Monday night, Rey Mysterio took on Rusev in an epic matchup as Rusev would battle back against the WWE Hall of Famer. And a roll-up here by Rey would get him the victory over Rusev. And then after the match, Rusev would attack Rey Mysterio. And that's when Dragon Lee would come out to aid his friend Rey Mysterio. And even Ethan Page, all ego, would catch himself some big action there from Dragon Lee.
A Lucha Libre beatdown last week on Monday Night Raw.
So we know that Rey and Dragon Lee will coexist as a team. Rey Mysterio once called Dragon Lee the future of Lucha Libre. In fact, Dragon Lee still carries around a mask that was gifted to him by Rey Mysterio a number of years ago. But what about the team on the other side of the ring? Rusev and all-ego Ethan Page. This is a very strange alliance. I'm not even sure we can call it an alliance, at least from Page's perspective. This guy's been trying to undermine Rusev at every turn.
Well, are you implying that Rusev doesn't have the wherewithal to undermine Ethan Page? You think Rusev doesn't have any ulterior motives? Ethan Page took Penta to the limit at Saturday night's main event and came within an eyelash of becoming Intercontinental Champion.
All right, here we go, guys, as we get started with this tag team matchup. Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus Ethan Page and Rusev.
He deserves another
And
opportunity.
Lee being a little bit elusive here thus far.
Ethan Page. Maybe Rusev believes, wait a minute, he can improve.
And now making the tag. And now Rusev will be the legal man against Dragon Lee.
Tag made to Rusev. I'm going to tell Rusev later on tonight that you said he needs to learn a few things from all ego.
And oh, a chop there, but Rusev still on his feet.
And Rusev fired up against Dragon
And now a
Lee.
tie-up here in the middle of the corner. Dragon Lee taking a brutal beatdown here by Rusev, who stomps on the head of Dragon Lee in the corner. And the aggressive power nature here by Rusev.
You can never count Rusev out of a battle, no matter the style he's forced to utilize.
I wonder really what Rusev thinks about this alliance with Page. I think he just tolerates the
And now Rusev with the foot to the side of the head of Dragon Lee. And now makes the tag to Ethan Page.
Rusev believes there's something to gain from this contest.
Well, I think Page just humors him.
And a right hand there by Ethan Page, and Dragon Lee in trouble here, not able to mount much of an offense.
Enemies closer. Maybe that's what Ethan Page and Rusev are doing. It's brilliant, if you ask me.
And now Lee up on the shoulders, and now fighting out of it here. And oh no, there goes head first ego into the top turnbuckle. And oh, what a beautiful enziguri by Dragon Lee. And then a big kick to the chest in the corner. And now Lee in control here. And Dragon Lee looking to keep the momentum with the drop kick in the corner. And it connects the cover. And a kick out in two.
This crowd has been electric all night.
Also very courteous, reminding Dragon Lee that was in fact only two.
Ethan Page now.
And now Page, into the ropes. Rusev makes the tag, but the German suplex and the super kick connects by Dragon Lee. And Rusev behind Lee. And oh no, picks him up on his shoulders. Lee able to counter into a roll-up here on Rusev. And a kick out in two.
I did speak to the quickness of Rusev moments ago, but let's be honest with ourselves. His speed is no match for the future of Lucha Libre. Dragon Lee. And the same can still be said for the WWE Hall of Famer,
And all ego Ethan Page pulls down Rey Mysterio, and now the slam in the corner, and Rusev with the Uranagi slam. And now Rusev fired up here, and could we see all ego Ethan Page and Rusev get the victory here on Monday Night Raw? Well, we're gonna find out after these commercial breaks here on this WWE Monday Night Raw live play-by-play and reaction from Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. All right, thank you everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And all three of you hanging out with us here today, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, this is awesome. Afternoon wrestling, huh? Afternoon wrestling. All right. All right, so we'll wait to get back to our matchup here. As you see, Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio in a tag team matchup taking on Rusev and Ethan Page. We got that matchup already in the chat for everybody. Do.
Yeah, okay, Open just got jumped. No way. No.
All right, guys, we got about a minute left before we get back from the action here. Hope everybody's doing well. As we're trying to check out some of the other WWE news going on here on social media, if there is any to report. Wifey blowing up the phone.
Page, the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, yet to come into this matchup. Ethan Page and Rusev have worked incredibly well.
And now the double team backfires there for Rusev and Ethan. As you see Rusev stumble onto the outside, and that could be the opening Dragon Lee needs. Thank you, babe.
Everybody wants Rey in this matchup. This place is live and loud. Ethan trying to prevent Dragon from making a tag.
And now Dragon Lee trying to desperately make a tag here, but Ethan Page able to hold him back and makes the tag of his own to Dragon Lee. All right, say Rusev now the legal man. And now taunting Rey Mysterio.
And that'll draw the official, and it allows a double team now on Dragon Lee. You can see the frustration by Rey. Normally, he would not make a mistake like that.
Can you do me a favor, Michael Cole? Can you, for one time tonight, just be honest with the fact that Rusev and Ethan Page are working as a tag team extremely well?
They are.
Better than Mysterio and Dragon Lee?
Thanks to the leadership of Rusev.
Listen, there are no leaders. It's a team. They're equals right now.
So here we go. Rusev throws Dragon Lee in the corner, and Lee responds with an elbow to Page. A big boot to Rusev. A back elbow connects to Ethan. And Dragon Lee still trying to fight out of this predicament here. Looking to make a tag and jumping over Rusev, but not able to reach his tag team partner. right there, but Rusev tosses Lee, and the super kick connects from Dragon Lee. And that could be the opening that Rey Mysterio needs here.
Lee's got separation. Can he drag himself across the ring to his partner? Critical moment in this match for Dragon Lee.
And Dragon Lee crawling to his corner here. And Rey Mysterio gets the tag. Here comes Ethan Page off the ropes here. And oh my goodness, taking out Ethan. And now Rey Mysterio in the corner tosses Rey out to the outside. Page catches an enziguri for his troubles. Up to the top rope now is Rey Mysterio. And the sitting senton as that connects. Now underneath the springboard crossbody. And now the cover. And a kick out at 2. And now Rusev catches a right elbow, knocking him off the ring apron. But oh, what a boot there from All Ego as Ethan Page takes out Rey.
Once again, wonderful teamwork by the team.
And now Rusev and All Ego Ethan Page looking for some teamwork here, ducking under the clothesline. Rey catches Ethan and got Rusev, and it's a double team. Tossing Rusev outside with the Hurricane Rana. And now Ethan Page on the attack. Off the ropes here. Rey able to stop and takes down Ego. There goes Ethan as he's set up for the 619. Oh, and Rusev grabs the feet of Rey, but Dragon Lee there with a super kick. And now look out, Rey, oh no, takes out Dragon Lee, the roll up here, and Page almost had him.
Mysterio as he ran into his partner on the apron.
And again, you don't have to like it, but you have to give credit where it's due. Ethan Page recognized the situation immediately, called the audible, and got control for his team again.
A number of times in this match tonight,
and now we see here Ethan Page back to his feet, and so is Mysterio. And Rey, with a nice back elbow there. And now off the middle rope, on the shoulders of Ethan Page here. And now Rey, catches Ego. No, Ethan Page right into a Boston Crab submission hold. What a counter from Ethan, but the super kick from Dragon Lee connects to Page, and now Rusev's in. The clothesline misses, the Hurricane Rana, and Rusev takes out All Ego. And now Dragon Lee with the big knee.
and Dragon Lee, who loves to spread his wings and fly with fire.
And diving through the middle ropes. We just seen Dragon Lee take out Rusev, and now Rey has Ethan Page set up for the 619. And off the ropes, here goes Rey. 619 connects. And now the springboard splash. The cover by Rey. And your winners in this tag team matchup here on WWE Monday Night Raw. It's Dragon Lee and the WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio.
You'll hear Rey Mysterio. You'll hear JBL. You'll hear Corey Graves. It's a special encore presentation of Mask versus Mask from this past Saturday night. Immediately following Raw, right here tonight on Netflix. I cannot wait to watch it again and hear your stellar commentary. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah. And you remember last week? Of course. I talked to Rey Mysterio. Really? You know what he wants? Yeah. He wants a crack at this gold. Perfect. You know who else wants it? Well, the WWE Universe. Wow. Let me work on it. I'm going to make it happen because we all want it, and I think it's box office. This is awesome, boss. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And General Manager Adam Pearce backstage, and it's LA Knight.
What is on your mind? What's on your mind? Because I just saw the beginning of the night, and it's a bloodline old out there. And we're the twos and the ones and the twos. And then last week, I'm seeing you making house calls to Roman Reigns' locker room. You ain't ever come to my little locker room, not once. I always got to come behind you in these little hallways. Wait just a second. What do you think you saw? Hold on, Adam Pearce. Are you feeling oozy? Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Like you're feeling oozy. Since you want to rewind the clock back on the bloodline, maybe we need to go ahead and get you a little honorary ooze t-shirt. We'll walk up to the merchandise stand. We'll get you a little ooh falafel. And if you keep doing enough favors for
Maybe Roman Reigns will bring you in as part of the family. No, maybe I'm talking to Roman Reigns because he's the world champion ahead of a world championship match, which, by the way, is nobody's business but mine and the world champion. That's what was going on.
Let me just check
I don't know
something,
what you saw.
What I saw right now is I'm seeing you giving energy to me that I don't remember you ever giving to Roman Reigns. If somebody told you you could bull up to me, somebody told you the wrong story, I will pull you out of retirement just to put you back in.
Ooh!
The bottom line is this. Well, it looks to me like the only person you want to be the World Heavyweight Champion is Roman Reigns. It ain't Jacob Fatu. It damn sure ain't me. But here's your opportunity. Tell me you want me to succeed. Make me believe.
Here's what I believe. Jacob Fatu is a liability. And you're going to believe whatever you want. But here's the bottom line. You think I'm playing favorites and I want to put the bloodline back together? No. I'm trying to keep family blood in line.
No. What's that? What's that? Makes me sick.
Does LA Knight have a point? Well, here's a man that knows LA Knight extremely well, and he's in our main event tonight. Braun Breaker of the Vision against Seth Rollins, live on Netflix.
All right, guys, so we'll have to wait till after these commercial breaks to see what's going to happen here next. All right, thank you, everybody. Myles Garrett got traded. Yep, that's crazy small edits. I don't think any Cleveland Browns fans are happy about that. They got some pretty good compensation in return from what I did read, but still, you give up one of the best defensive players.
Sucked. You will see that video in 2 days. The hell out of you, any of you.
Okay, so that's pretty loud. Sorry about that, guys.
Breaking news, the just acquired Myles Garrett. The Rams acquired the two-time. What the holy actual hell just happened in the NFL? Breaking news. Rams have just acquired Myles Garrett. The Rams acquire the two-time defensive player in the year. In exchange, the Browns get Jared Verse, a first-round pick next year, and other draft compensation to be negotiated. Did you feel that? Did you feel the ground move? That's the foundation of the NFL being shaken like a can of spray paint to its core, and it's all crumbling around Los Angeles. The Rams now have the reigning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year on their roster. This is probably the most win-now move in the history of win-now moves made in NFL history. And honestly, not a bad move for the Cleveland Browns. We may have to change it from "we're the Cleveland Browns" to "we're the Cleveland Browns." Because not only do they get a young stud defender to try and replace Myles Garrett, they get the draft picks on top of it to make them a better team in the future. Might be one of the most win-later moves in the history of win-later moves in NFL history. I have to respect what both teams are trying to do here. The Browns know they're not ready to be a contender now, but they want to become one later. While the Rams know that their championship window is closing, and if they want to win, they got to win right now. But the idea of having to play a Rams team that on offense has Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, Devontae Adams, and then you have to try and score on their defense that has Myles Garrett and Trent McDuffie, it really feels like they just won the Lombardi now, and may God have mercy on all of our souls. What the holy actual hell just happened in the NFL?
Okay. A lot of people reacting to that big Myles Garrett trade. All right. Appreciate everybody hanging out here with us on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe.
Torino, Italy. Ringside, welcoming you back to the program. And we had breaking news earlier on today concerning what's going to happen after RAW tonight.
It's been a massive weekend for the wrestling world, for WWE in the United States. in Mexico, right here in Italy. And this is your opportunity to relive the magic of the mask versus mask match from AAA Noche de los Grandes. It took place Saturday night. The match, much of the world is calling one of the best matches in decades. It will be shown in its entirety immediately following Monday Night Raw. But until we get there, take a look at some of the highlights to whet your appetite.
This has been a clash months in the making. Original El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. Mask versus mask. There can only be one. Both lives are going to be changed forever. One for the better, one for the much worse. When you lose your mask, when you lose your identity, you lose everything. The highest of stakes in the world of lucha libre. El Grande Americano asking for more. This is a career-defining moment. Oh no, Los Americanos Hermanos. The saga of El Grande Americano could prove to be a tragedy. Wait a second! Lion Bravo! Ay, Dios mío! Oh, it's Ojitos! What? Pimpinella! The original's past come back to haunt him. Oh! A low blow! Wait a minute, what's she doing here? Andrea was fired as a condition to do this match. Andrea bought a ticket. An Americano has been unleashed. There it is. The original Americano.
What a big win for El Grande Americano.
Corey, you were there. You had the opportunity to call it. To me, that was everything that professional wrestling is all about.
I could not agree with you anymore. I think I felt every emotion that I've ever felt in my entire life in the span of about an hour. An incredible night that will live on forever in Lucha Libre history.
But let's show you what happened after the match.
Ooh, after the match?
I put on this mask to go on a quest to learn the art of Lucha Libre so I could defeat all the luchadors in the world that I hated. And in that process, on my journey, I learned everything there was to know about Lucha Libre, about Mexico, about AAA, the Mexican people, and the Mexican culture. And I stand here today in front of you, not as a mask, but as a man. Tonight, I could not overcome the Mexican spirit. But understand this, I will always be the original El Grande Americano. From now on, you are the only El Grande Americano. Mi nombre es Chad Gable. I was born March 8th, 1986 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the United States of America. This is my beautiful family, my wife, and my 3 lovely children. Mark my words, I don't know when, and I don't know how. Chad Gable will be back in AAA. From now on, this is yours.
That will live on forever in Lucha Libre lore. The one and only El Grande Americano.
Mexican Lucha
Wow.
Libre promotion. Triple
What a
A
performance.
Largest annual event, Triple Mania, across 2 nights for the first time this September. Triple Mania 34 will take place on Friday, September 11th at the Luxor in Las Vegas, followed by Arena CDMX in Mexico City on Sunday, September 13th. Ticket pre-sale starts this Thursday. Tickets on sale Friday via WWE.com/TripleMania34.
And a reminder, immediately following Monday Night Raw here tonight on Netflix, a special encore presentation, mask versus mask in its entirety.
I promise the highlights do not do it justice.
And ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring for this fatal four-way match that is scheduled for one fall and is part of the Queen of the Ring tournament, we see first, making her way to the ring, it's Io Sky!
And they stole the show. The women expect to do the same. First round matchup, fatal four-way, Queen of the Ring, live next on Netflix.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys, we're just here on these commercial breaks waiting to get back as we try to make sure we check through any other wrestling news happening here. Big bombshell in the NFL, though. All right, just waiting to get back to the action here, guys. Got a few more seconds. Appreciate everybody hanging out here. All two of y'all. Thank you, thank you. So up next, guys, we got ourselves a big matchup in the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament. So we'll get that question going here, in our poll question, I should say.
In the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament.
You mentioned the potential of a Roxanne Perez Liv Morgan encounter within the confines of
Oh, Raquel Rodriguez, who's also in the bracket.
Would you stop? Why can't we all just agree that the Judgment Day is a peaceful, cohesive unit, and Roxanne will most likely challenge Rhea Ripley or whoever the WWE Women's Champion is at the time?
What if Liv Morgan wins?
Well, then Liv is free to challenge Rhea and take it all. You and your wedge driving in the Judgment Day is really bothersome.
sort of a homecoming for the former United States Women's Champion, Corey. Julia is half Italian. She's fluent Italian. In fact, her family owned an Italian restaurant here where she worked as a teenager.
This may be the missing ingredient for Julia to capture lightning in a bottle once again. Some would say Julia hasn't quite been the same since losing the United States Championship. She can change her fortunes tonight in a place near and dear to her heart. I watched this woman live and in living color dominate in NXT. Julia can be a game changer. It could all begin tonight in Torino.
Their first match in the Queen of the Ring tournament will then have their first round matchup earlier tonight over Femi. Moving on to the semi-finals. A great matchup. The new look changing the fortune as well.
He's a sentimental favorite tonight.
She isn't.
You can say that again. Nor does Lash Legend care.
And ladies and gentlemen, representing the irresistible forces, it's Lash Legend!
Subscribe to the Booker T school of thought when it comes to this business. It's about checks and championships. And if you become the queen of the ring, the checks come rolling in, even more so when you head to SummerSlam and challenge for a title.
Lash Legend, hoping to follow in the footsteps of her irresistible forces partner, Nia Jax, who won the Queen of the Ring a couple of years ago. Zelina Vega, the first ever Queen of the Ring, and of course Jade Cargill winning last year.
How do you bet against Lash Legend? And she's going to play a similar role, physically speaking, in this contest to the men's side of things that began tonight with Oba Femi, the monster powerhouse. Will Lash Legend have the same luck? Time will tell.
Well, three very incredible superstars in the ring against Lash Legend tonight. Fatal four-way rules. First one to gain pinfall or submission will win the match. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. The winner advances to the semifinals.
They say styles make fights. You got four extremely unique competitors with four very unique styles inside the ring. Once the bell rings, it could be chaos.
All right, here we go. As the bell rings, we get ready for this fatal four-way matchup here. Guys, make sure you get your votes in. Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Lash Legend, and Julia. And now Legend having to fight off all three women here as Legend goes with the right hands to Io and Julia and now grabs the throat of Perez, who's able to counter here. And now, slammed into the top turnbuckle in the corner. Here goes Io Sky thrown over to the top. And a big uppercut there takes out Roxanne Perez. And Julia gets caught by Lash Legend here. And wait a minute, Io Sky though with the drop kick takes out both Julia and Lash Legend. And there's Perez taking out Io Sky from behind. And now the clubby blows there from Perez, who's mocking Io Sky here. And now the fight here, the uppercuts by Sky. Off the ropes goes Perez. A nice counter into a kick that knocks down Io Sky outside of the ring. And there's Julia, who went for a big clothesline, but a big boot answers from Lash Legend. And Julia gets caught by Legend here. And Lash, as we see a headlock here, a submission hold locked in by Julia. Legend gonna use her power here to fight this off against Julia. And a slam up in the top rope. And the slap by Julia there. And now, Io Sky, went for the Hurricane Rana. Legend picks up Io on her shoulders here. And there's Perez, who also gets caught. Legend with both women. And there's the missile drop kick from Julia. As Lash Legend had both women above her shoulders, Julia answers with the kick. And now Io Sky gets planted with a back suplex. And Julia in control of this matchup here early on in the first round matchup of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Will Julia be able to pull off the upset here to advance, or will we see Last Legend, Roxanne Perez, or Io Sky be able to get the victory here to advance in the Queen of the Ring tournament here on WWE Monday Night Raw? Well, we will find out coming up after these commercial breaks. So don't forget, guys, to please get your votes in right now in the poll here on Tim Reynolds Show. Let me know, who are you rolling with here for this matchup here on WWE Raw? All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here. Hope everyone's enjoying their Monday afternoon. Ooh, we ain't doing too bad, I guess we could be doing worse, but we ain't doing too bad. Man, when you look at the details of that big trade that happened today in the NFL, actually a very good deal there for the Rams. And Tone Diggs from Pat McAfee says, I have the Houston Texans winning the Super Bowl. I'm not sure about that one. All right, guys, so it does look like some big news here. We just found out is that Finn Balor is joining the SmackDown roster. So that's pretty interesting as we see Last Legend double teamed and slammed back first into the steel steps. And Julia thrown into Legend with that drop kick as her and Perez battle it out. And now Julia and Perez not on the same page here. And then Roxy fooling Julia into being a tag team helper here as Perez rolls back inside the ring. And now the cover on Sky.
Kick out by Io. Sometimes you got to be a little underhanded, a little conniving, and that's what Roxanne Perez understands better than arguably anyone.
And now Perez in control here of this matchup. And slamming Io Sky head first onto the top turnbuckle. And now all the uppercut there by Roxanne Perez.
The jaw of Io Sky. Perez now perched on the middle rope.
Oh, and Io Sky answers with a counter there. A big drop kick. Drops Roxanne Perez. And the Prodigy in trouble here. Ducking under the clothesline is Sky. Io rolling through. And now looking to answer here. Tripping up.
Lightning speed from the
and the drop kick there drops Roxanne.
And now Julia back into the mix.
And now here On the outside, Julia going after Io. Sky able to counter, hanging up the throat of Julia on the top rope. And now Sky up to the top rope here. And Io with the drop kick. The missile drop kick connects to both Julia and Perez as Io Sky is fired up here.
It is insane in Italy tonight for the genius of the Sky.
And now Io with the Meteora in the corner, but here comes Lash Legend grabbing the throat of Io Sky here.
And that's the power game of Legend.
And now, Sky looking for a counter here, and she does with the stomp to Lash Legend. But now Julia throwing Io outside the ring, and Julia with the running knee, the cover here. And Perez able to break up that 3 count.
Opportunity there for Julia. Julia's best opportunity to this juncture in the matchup, but Roxanne Perez all too happy to play spoiler yet again.
And Perez ducks underneath. Roxy.
And now Roxy caught Julia. And wait a minute, there's Io Sky, and now Roxy with a double team as he hits the DDT on Io and hits the Russian leg sweep on Julia. And now we see here, the shin to the back of the head of Sky. The cover here by Perez, but a kick out at 2.
What an incredible fatal 4-way. Much like the man earlier tonight. It's what the Queen of the Ring tournament's all about. An opportunity to go to SummerSlam and battle for a championship in the main event.
Perez looking for Pop Ross out of the turnbuckle.
And a nice counter there by Io Sky as she drops Roxanne Perez. And now Sky going up to the top rope here, looking for the moonsault. But Julia able to counter.
Julia has been extremely impressive thus far in this matchup. Perhaps this was the opportunity she's been waiting for.
Yeah, best she's looked in a long time. Julia, the former 2-time United States champion.
And the beautiful madness with a double underhook on the genius of the Sky.
Roxanne Perez right to the back of
And now we see Perez getting involved as Julia, Io Sky, and now Perez are up on the middle rope here.
Never ends well.
Well, especially now that Lash Legend's back in the ring.
And no, here comes Lash Legend. Oh my goodness, Julia and Perez are in big trouble here. And the double power bomb by Lash Legend.
Bully imposing her will on the competition.
And now Lash has Roxanne in position.
Lash extension. And it connects to Perez. And now looking to do the same thing to Julia with a Lash extension to Julia. But wait a minute, Io Sky on the top rope. Legend doesn't see it. The stomp by Sky. And now Io looking to put this matchup away from the top rope. Sky going for the moonsault, and it connects the cover on Julia. And your winner, and advancing in the Queen of the Ring tournament, it's Io Sky.
Corey, if tonight's 2 matches are any indication, just in the first round, this is going to be a hell of a tournament that culminates 3 weeks from Saturday in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions.
No doubt about it. We mentioned how stacked the field was, a series of fatal 4-way matchups. Tonight, to open the tournament, the genius of the Sky reminds the world why she earned the moniker, why you can never bet against her, and why she may be headed to Minnesota to SummerSlam in the main event. The over the moonsault takes out Julia. What a win. Congratulations, Io Sky, who advances. Let's take a look at the other side of the bracket who could potentially oppose Io. We're talking Bailey, Raquel Rodriguez, JC Jane, or Kiana James. I cannot wait to see this thing unfold.
Io Sky believes her time is now to win the Queen of the Ring tournament and head to SummerSlam.
Pierce, I mean no disrespect when I say this,
Alright.
but I was a little shocked when I saw the Queen of the Ring bracket and found out I wasn't in it.
Look, I know exactly how I feel. This year the Queen of the Ring is stacked, which means I had to make some tough decisions. It's nothing personal, you know how I feel about you.
Great. So you overlooked me again.
No. You're a former Intercontinental Champion. Look, if an opening comes up, you're at the top of the list.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You alright, babe?
I'm fine.
Babe, you never overlooked our eyes. We always have your back. But, hey, T and I have noticed you hanging out more with us in Theory lately, and babe, he's bad news.
Otis, I know what I'm doing. You guys might not understand it, but can you please just trust me on this? Okay?
And I don't trust it. But there's Seth Rollins backstage as he gets ready for our main event matchup here on Monday Night Raw, as we'll see Braun Breaker taking on the visionary Seth freaking Rollins here in Turin, Italy. All right, guys, we're on another commercial break here as we wait to get back to the action. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope everybody's doing well here as we see Io Sky gets the victory here. Boom, boom, boom. So, winner, Io Sky. As she advances, and the Queen of the Ring tournament. Ooh, that's all right. That's okay. If you don't feel important, honey, all I've got to say is to the world, you may be just another girl, but to me, baby, you are the world. Kenneth, what's up, man? Alfie, Tim, sorry I was busy. Hey, no problem, Alfie. We get it. We get it. What's up? Kenneth says, hey, all my friends. How's everyone doing today? Doing good. Jacob pushing Roman. Yeah, Jacob joining Roman Reigns' new bloodline here. Pretty interesting way to kick off Monday Night Raw. I'm kind of excited for it. Can't wait to see what happens. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any wrestling questions or shout-outs, just let me know in the live chat, as we're doing pretty good here. Almost done with Monday Night Raw. We've got one more match remaining. That'll be our main event of the night, as we'll see Seth freaking Rollins going up against one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Vision leader, Braun Breaker, in what should be a tremendous main event matchup here on WWE Monday Night Raw in Italy. So hope you guys are having a good afternoon thus far. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel.
And tonight's WWE Raw, live from Italy, is brought to you.
How are
you? Stephen A. Smith, how are you?
I've heard about him.
Yeah, very famous.
You know, you're a bad luck charm.
No! I heard that you're a big New York Knicks fan. You've been very, very rude to Danhausen. So unfortunately, you are cursed.
Hey!
You better be nice to Danhausen. Just ask Stephen A. Smith. How about them Knicks? This is for the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks. I guess you can be uncursed temporarily until I decide otherwise. Great news! The New York Knicks scored 1 trillion points or whatever it is because Danhausen uncursed them, and now they get to continue playing on in NBA jams.
You buying Danhausen lifting the curse on the Knicks, and they have been 7-0.
Danhausen is cursed with Cavaliers,
The Knicks have won.
Flipping of the hex switch from upon the Knicks to upon the Cavs put them on a generational run.
Best news of all humans.
For the first time since 1999, we can say the Knicks are going to the NBA Finals.
And now he's owed courtside seats. Yes, that's right. And the curse will continue.
I am here with Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, and you both find yourselves in the Queen of the Ring tournament with a championship opportunity at SummerSlam on the line. But I have to ask, what happens if you two cross paths?
Oh. I mean, we don't have to get that far into it yet. We beat the Judgment Day last week. You guys see that? We're in line for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We've been knocking on the door for a year, Adam Pearce, so we got to get that done. But I mean, we can do both at the same time because I've never been in the Queen of the Ring tournament. She's made it to the finals of the tournament. So if we end up...
Congratulations! Thank you. I truly hope you heard everything they were saying out there because you really deserve it. And I am so happy that you came along and finally ended Becky's reign of terror.
Thanks, dude. I just hope I can do right by this title like you did.
Well, since you mentioned that, I couldn't challenge for that title for the longest time, but
I'm
now
picking
that
up
you're
what you're putting down. Okay. I would be honored to defend this title against the first person to ever hold it. Consider it done.
I thought
Dude, we were in the middle of something.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
And Bailey stuck by herself once again. Man, are we seeing possibly a Bailey heel turn once again? Could be interested.
Don't go anywhere because as soon as Raw reaches its conclusion, we will air a special encore presentation of the mask versus mask match between the original El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano from this past Saturday at AAA Noche de los Grandes Night 1.
And it takes place right after Raw here tonight. Meanwhile, two great nights in Turin, Italy, and the WWE European Summer Tour continues. A number of live events over this week, including Friday in Bologna. That is where Friday Night SmackDown will be. King and Queen of the Ring tournament continue in Bologna. We move on to Rome and Florence in Italy as well. And then next Monday, Corey and I will be at ringside for Monday Night Raw live in Paris, France.
What a night we have in store for the City of Lights.
And again, next week, the King of the Ring first round tournament continues. Another fatal four-way match. Seth Rollins, Javon Evans, Tala Tonga, and Ricky Saints will be in that matchup.
And on the Queen side of things, how about this fatal four-way match? Current Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, who is not content. She demanded she be part of this tournament because she wants all of the gold. Will have to get through the man, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Chelsea Green to make it through the first round next week in Paris.
Leave Bailey, and then Lyra, and then this. I was supposed to be Queen of the Ring. This was my chance, and it was just my guys got my head for the crown. It's gonna look so good.
Look, I know it's been a rough couple of weeks, but we have to remember who the hell we are. Roxy, I know that you're upset, but you're still family, and I think that's what matters the most. Well, yeah, I could have used family, but what's your plan? Roxy, my sweet little Roxy. The Judgment Day don't pout when we miss opportunities. The Judgment Day takes opportunities, right, guys? Right, guys?
Right.
And we are taking these two tournaments because Dominic and I are going to become the new King and Queen of the Ring. I'm so excited. Oh? Or you? Or him? Or me? It doesn't matter. The point is that one of us is bringing it back to the clubhouse because the Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. Now let's go explore Italy, guys. Let's go celebrate. Let's go have some fun. It's beautiful out there. Roxy, don't be upset. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Way to read the room.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring for our main event of the evening. It's our next match scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, he is a revolutionary. He is a visionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins! What's up, Christian? How we doing, man? So far, we've seen, to start off Monday Night Raw, we've seen Roman Reigns get acknowledged by Jacob Fatu as the Samoan Werewolf now will serve the World Heavyweight Champion as we see this new bloodline formed with the Usos, Jacob Fatu, and Roman Reigns at the head of the table. And then also, guys, we've seen our first matchup of the night was the King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way opening matchup where we would see Oba Femi dominate Carmelo Hayes, Penta, and also, what was the other guy? What was the other guy? I forget what the other guy was. Who was the other guy? Come on, team. You're supposed to know who the other guy was. I'm sorry. I just don't remember. Whoop, 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 whoop. And Solo Sikoa was part of that Fatal 4-Way King of the Ring opening matchup as Oba Femi's able to defeat those three men to advance to the semifinals in the King of the Ring tournament. We then would hear from Sol Ruka, the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, as she announces she's going to defend that title and be a fighting champion for the WWE Universe. And then also backstage, we see the Usos laughing and playing down that interaction we've seen after WWE Clash in Italy, where the World Heavyweight Champion ran into the undisputed WWE Champion, and we see there Roman promising to take care of Cody Rhodes in the future, but tells Jey Uso that he wants Jey to win the King of the Ring tournament and be able to go contend and challenge for that WWE title. And then we'll see what Roman Reigns has in store for Jimmy Uso as well. Then up next, guys, in our next matchup, we see a tag team matchup with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee taking on All Ego, Ethan Page, and Rusev, as we see Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee were able to pull off the victory here on Monday Night Raw. And then backstage, General Manager Adam Pearce is confronted by LA Knight, who is not happy with how General Manager Adam Pearce is handling this bloodline situation. And guys, big kudos to the original El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano as they put on one hell of a show at AAA over the weekend. And then, guys, in our next matchup here, as we see in the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament, we would see Roxanne Perez, Julia, Last Legend, and Io Sky battle it out, where Io Sky was able to get the victory and advance in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And guys, also, Maxine Dupree of Alpha Academy backstage confronting General Manager Adam Pearce about overlooking her and not giving her an opportunity to compete in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Definitely more qualified than someone like Julia was. But hey, who am I to say? But we could tell Maxine Dupree is not very happy with General Manager Adam Pearce, as we'll see what happens going forward with her. But it does seem like her days with Alpha Academy may be numbered, as maybe Maxine Dupree looks to have a heel turn here, possibly joining the Vision. We have seen her talking with Austin Theory, one half of the World Tag Team titles, over the last couple of months, and Otis and Kira Tozawa noticed that, but they've got to trust Maxine Dupree? Okay, not too sure about that. And then, guys, Laura Valkyria backstage goes and congratulates Sol Ruka on winning the Women's Intercontinental title, but wants to challenge for it as well. And Bayley doesn't seem too happy about that, as Valkyria leaves an interview with her tag team partner to go and ask for this challenge with Sol Ruka. Pumped up about it is Lyra Valkyria, but Bayley didn't seem too happy about that. And then, guys, we just witnessed backstage as Roxanne Perez is very angry with her failure in not being able to win the Queen of the Ring tournament. But Liv Morgan, not being able to read the room of the clubhouse, comes in and starts bragging about how that queen crown has been fitted just for her, even though she is already the women's world champion. So a little selfish if you ask me. And could we possibly see the Judgment Day start to fade away? It's a possibility. And there you go, guys, all caught up here on Monday Night Raw. Hope that helped you out there, Christian. And making his way to the ring, the opponent, who is one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions, accompanied by the WWE Hall of Famer, the Oracle Paul Heyman. He is the leader of the Vision, Braun Breaker! Very welcome, Christian.
An unbelievable atmosphere here to turn Italy tonight. As they were serenading Seth Rollins, but Corey, the mood just changed. The personification of intensity has arrived. Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins referred to him the head of the snake in the Vision. The Vision that was created by Seth freaking Rollins. This is the man who stuck the dagger in Rollins' back. And tonight, Rollins finally wants revenge. It was Seth Rollins who saw something in both Bronson Reed and this man, Braun Breaker. He brought him aboard along with the Oracle, Paul Heyman, who formed this group in his vision. But 6 months after its creation, the day after Seth Rollins won the Crown Jewel Championship, he was stabbed in the back by Breaker in the Vision, and the rest is history. This is a rubber match, so to speak. Remember, Braun Breaker won back at Backlash last month, and one of the biggest wins of his career. Back in 2023 at NXT, Braun Breaker still cutting his teeth there. Seth Rollins went down and defeated the unpredictable badass.
And when it comes to in-ring experience, the edge obviously goes to Seth freaking Rollins, one of the most decorated WWE superstars on the roster.
And the bell has rung as we get ready for our main event matchup here on WWE Monday Night Raw. It's Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker.
Has explosive power and speed that can overcompensate for his lack of experience.
And these two men taking a lot of time, and now Breaker slamming Rollins into the corner and the shoulders to the gut of Seth. And now Rollins fighting back here with the right hands on Breaker. Breaker taking those right hands to the skull, and now the referee has to break these two up in the corner, but oh no, Braun Breaker with a devastating German suplex. And Rollins being taken out here early on.
Speed from Braun Breaker and power to match.
And now off the ropes goes Rollins, ducking under the clothesline. Rollins ducking under the back elbow, and the sling blade takes down Breaker. And now Breaker, clothesline over the top rope and stumbles onto the outside of the ring. Rollins now looking to dive through and take out Breaker. And Rollins, not afraid to keep the pressure on here, and diving through again, takes out Breaker on the outside of the ring. And Rollins still moving around here, as you see Rollins now.
And it doesn't necessarily disqualify Braun Breaker from remaining a threat.
Paul Heyman went over to the council, Braun, and he might want to get out of
And diving through, but wait a minute, Breaker catches Rollins and throws him into the barrier. And now, guys, we'll continue with this main event matchup after these commercial breaks. Gotta love the 80 commercial breaks by Netflix. Oh, don't they know they're ruining wrestling with all these commercials on Netflix? If you ask me, ladies and gents, there should be no commercials during a match event. That's just me. But because they need the money, nobody else says anything. Drumstick. You know you like the drumstick. Making me want some ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream for the ice cream. All right, so hope everybody's having a good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us for this live play-by-play for WWE Monday Night Raw here on Tim Reynolds Show. It's been a pretty good live stream thus far. Not too bad of an episode here on Monday Night Raw. I've got to say the matches have been pretty good for the most part. If I'm giving them a match grade, guys, that opening matchup where we would see Obafemi get the victory in a fatal four-way matchup against Carmelo Hayes, Solo Sikoa, and also Penta in what was the opening matchup for the King of the Ring tournament. For me, guys, I give that matchup a solid B. I thought all men did a very good job in that one. And Obafemi, of course, you knew he was going to win that matchup, but he also sends a message to Brock Lesnar saying he'll see him down the line. Got to imagine that matchup will probably be at SummerSlam. And then also, guys, we did see in our next matchup a tag team matchup between Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio taking on Rusev and Ethan Page. Now, I thought All Ego and Rusev worked pretty good together for the most part. This matchup was actually pretty fun to watch. I'm going to give it a solid B+ here on my grade as far as what Tim Reynolds Show thinks. And I really do think that matchup was probably the matchup of the night thus far. Although the ladies did put on one hell of a match there in that most previous matchup there. We've seen another fatal four-way matchup. This one to start the Queen of the Ring tournament, where we'd see Roxanne Perez, Julia, Io Sky, and Lash Legend battle it out as Io Sky gets the victory to advance in the Queen of the Ring tournament. So really interesting to see what happens there, man. Boop. And now back into this matchup here in our main event of Monday Night Raw. Rollins taking on Breaker.
And Braun Breaker going one-on-one, and Breaker's been putting on a clinic here.
Everything Seth Rollins has attempted, Breaker has been able to withstand or reverse, utilizing his explosive speed and power. But here comes
and now after the slaps to the face of Rollins, Rollins fighting right back with slaps to Breaker here.
Six-time world champion has Breaker covering up in the corner. And the referee, Chad Patton, gonna have to separate the two.
And now Breaker, oh, a German suplex connected to Rollins. And Breaker has been dominating this matchup for most of this main event.
Breaker is so impressive.
Suplex CD. Suplex CD. And now Rollins battling back here, but Breaker snuffs out that momentum. And now, oh, throwing Rollins shoulder first into the steel post. And now Breaker looking to gain some momentum here. Looking to take out Rollins. Breaker. And a big shoulder tackle knocks down Rollins.
Breaker launched himself, 8-10 feet through the air? That was unbelievable athleticism possessed by this mutant Braun Breaker.
And now slamming the head of Rollins off the announcer's table is Braun Breaker over and over again.
And Breaker into the ring to break the count and right back on the attack. It's just his attitude of Breaker. Never slows down. continue to fight. Now going to clear up the announce table here. The Italian counterparts must be careful.
And now Breaker, clearing off both announcers' tables here is Braun.
Breaker just rearranging the furniture, clearing off everything.
Oh no, Rollins catches Breaker, but Braun able to counter here, and now the kick to the ribs. And now throwing Rollins back inside the ring is Breaker.
And notice Rollins instinctively rolling to the other side.
Oh, and a boot there right to the face of Breaker. And Braun in trouble. And Rollins from the middle rope got caught. Breaker grabbing the throat of Rollins and bench pressing him above his head. But Rollins able to counter with a neck breaker. What a counter. The reverse DDT by Rollins takes down Braun.
Buying himself some valuable time to recover.
And a great maneuver there. Nice counter by Rollins.
And Rollins trying to feed off this capacity crowd here tonight in Turin.
Italian fans trying to will Seth freaking Rollins forward to continue in this battle.
And now, Rollins back to his feet. Clothesline after clothesline to Rollins. As we see here, Rollins ducking under those clothesline from Breaker and takes him down with a clothesline of his own. And a kick out at 2 by Braun Breaker. And now Seth looking for the stop, but he hits the knee instead. And now we see here Breaker in the drop zone as Rollins goes out to the ring apron here.
And Rollins going to launch himself.
And look at that as he hits the senton springboard off the top rope. But a kick out at 2 by Breaker.
And the fact that already Seth Rollins is reaching deeper into his bag of tricks than he's needed to recently tells me how much respect he has for the ability of Braun Breaker. Seth knows he is dealing with a world-class badass right now.
He also knows
Yes, he
got
does.
Breaker in position here. He's got Breaker on the ropes. An opportunity for Seth Rollins.
Oh, and now Rollins taken down off the top rope by Breaker as he looks to squash that momentum there for Seth. And now the right hands coming from Braun.
Braun could be looking for Old Faithful, perhaps. No, not a Breakensteiner. Perhaps a superplex to the Visionary.
And now Breaker on the middle rope here, but Rollins battles out of it. And now here comes Breaker, looking for the Frankensteiner! And it connects the cover here, and a kick out at 2.
And now perhaps for the first time, a look of frustration washing over the face of Braun Breaker.
And also Paul Heyman, who is looking out at ringside. This is why Seth Rollins is a 6-time world champion, Rumble winner, couple-time Money in the Bank winner.
And now we see here Rollins on the outside of the ring, and Breaker stalking his prey. And Rollins not where he wants to be right now. And Breaker got caught by Rollins midair. And what a counter by the Visionary, taking out Braun Breaker. And here it is as you see Rollins jumping at the same time as Braun and takes him out before he can take him out. Wow. And a great main event matchup here on Tim Reynolds Show. Guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Of course, it's their last match of the night. Of course they have to have multiple commercial breaks. You know, of course. It's not like Netflix or WWE are making much money. They need to have as much money, more money as they can get. Money. Hey, that Dodge Ram commercial looks pretty badass, though. I will say that. Get yourself a new Dodge Ram. That's right, because it's America. Dun, 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 America. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. we were hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show, not only for WWE Clash in Italy, but we also had a very good live stream for our NASCAR Cup Series race last night at Nashville Super Speedway. Even though the rain came through, it did not make it any boring of a race. It was a very exciting race, as a matter of fact, and we killed it here on Tim Reynolds Show with my live play-by-play. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll go check it out sometime. We'll really appreciate you guys with your feedback, your comments, liking and subscribing. Anything you guys can do to help out the channel does a lot. So please make sure you do so, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe here on Tim Reynolds Show. Gotta stop yawning.
We're back at our main event here on Monday Night Raw. Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins involved in a classic, on what has been a classic night. Rollins now.
So Rollins now in trouble, but picks up Breaker on his shoulders, and Breaker got dropped, but Breaker trying to counter here as Rollins goes to pick him up, and oh my goodness, look at the power by Rollins with the sit-out powerbomb, and a kick out in two.
You have to understand, at this juncture of the matchup, exhaustion is a factor. Seth Rollins obviously wanted the buckle bomb, but when you factor in the fact that Braun Breaker is 225, 230 pounds of pure muscle, that is a lot of human being to carry a long way across the ring. Kudos to Rollins for recognizing that. Now Breaker outside the ring. Rollins outside the ring as well, as what has been an extreme.
And the crowd here rowdy in Italy, as we see here Rollins now on the outside. Breaker bouncing his head off the steel steps is Rollins. And now what's Rollins looking to do here as he moves the steel steps closer to the WWE announcers table?
Seth was usurped by the badass. And now Rollins surveying the situation.
Breaker now up on the shoulders of Rollins here.
What is Rollins planning to do here? Seth Rollins
Rollins up on the top of the steel steps, but Breaker able to counter, and Rollins goes into the steel post. And shoulder first as Breaker tries to battle back in this matchup. And now heading up to the top rope here is Braun Breaker. But here comes Rollins. Rollins to the top rope, looking for the superplex. There's a roll through here. Rollins looking for the Falcon Arrow. And Breaker trying to counter, but the Falcon Arrow connects the cover. And Rollins not able to put Braun Breaker away.
Rollins always follows the superplex with the Falcon Arrow, but in this instance it was Breaker who tried to deliver it. Rollins countered yet again and gained the upper hand, but not the fall. Breaker, Rollins down. Senior official Chad Patton checking out both men. Paul Heyman looking on.
This is awesome. And the crowd here in Italy loving this right now, folks.
Rollins, I think he thinks he feels like he has Breaker where he wants him. Yeah, but I think Rollins has been around this game long enough to know to recognize.
So now Rollins and Breaker back to their feet.
That's not necessarily the case. Breaker
And the super kick by Rollins knocks Breaker down to his knees. And now Rollins again could be looking for the stop, but the spear! And Breaker able to counter with the spear on Rollins out of nowhere, but Rollins smart enough to roll to the outside of the ring.
Executed that spear essentially from a stationary position. Painful, yes, but will it end Rollins? Probably not. Seth Rollins also wisely, and I don't know if it was instinct or not, rolled out of the ring to get out of harm's way. Or maybe he's back in harm's way.
Breaker giving chase.
So now Breaker throws Rollins on top of the announcer's table. And what could Breaker be thinking about here?
Worse for the visionary now. Look at the look in the eyes of the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker.
And now Breaker looking to cut Rollins in half. Rollins, and he caught Breaker! The pedigree through the table! Breaker got caught! And now Rollins in pain has to drag Braun into the ring! And now inside the ring, Rollins, another pedigree! And now looking for the cover! And a kick out at 2. And Rollins can't believe it.
What does Rollins have to do? What can Rollins conceivably do after pedigreeing Breaker through the announce table?
And what a counter there by Rollins, able to catch Breaker and put him through the table. And now Seth needs to be able to put away Braun here.
If anyone can solve the puzzle that is Braun Breaker, it's the architect.
And there's Austin Theory as Theory gets involved. Rollins throwing him in the ring, and then the clothesline takes him out. But now here comes Breaker. Oh, and the spear misses. Shoulder first into the steel post, and a clothesline by Rollins knocks down Breaker. And now the stomps to the face of Braun Breaker by Rollins. And now look who's on the ring apron here. It's Paul Heyman, and there's Theory with the title to the back of the head of Rollins. And the cheap shot to the back of the skull of Seth as the ref was distracted here. And wait a minute, Montez Ford is here, and he takes out Austin Theory. Ford has Rollins back. But wait a minute, Braun Breaker with the spear to Montez Ford. And now Breaker turns his eyes onto Rollins inside the ring. The spear to Rollins. The cover here. Could this be it? And a kick out at 2. Rollins is still alive. Braun Breaker cannot believe it. And what a matchup here as we see the replay. Montez Ford gets some serious air, taking out Theory. And then it's Braun Breaker who takes out Ford. And that spear there to Rollins looks like it was the last one. But now Rollins connects with a super kick. Braun Breaker's in trouble. Rollins connects with the stomp. The stomp to Braun Breaker. And now looking for the cover here. And Paul Heyman getting involved. And we've seen this a lot lately from the Oracle. And Rollins can't believe it.
Protecting his investment. Yeah, Heyman may want to bring out a life insurance policy right now because Seth Rollins is staring at the Oracle, who's out here gloating.
Now's not the time, Rollins. Now's not the time, Seth.
Yeah, but think about what Heyman has done to Rollins. How he stabbed him in the back.
Seth, you need to finish the
And now Rollins paying too much attention to Paul Heyman here. And here comes Braun. Oh my goodness! And Braun Breaker just speared Paul Heyman. And Braun Breaker can't believe it. And now Braun, furious, sees what happened. Now going back inside the ring, Rollins. Oh, and the spear as Braun Breaker hit the title that Rollins had around his waist. It's the World Tag Team Championship title belt. And now Breaker's in trouble as Rollins hits a second stop. And that could be it. The cover by Rollins. And your winner in our main event of Monday Night Raw, it's Seth freaking Rollins!
There is a reason he is called the architect, that he's the visionary. He wrapped the tag title around his waist, Corey, to use it as a shield to prevent the spear from Breaker.
Braun Breaker was so irate, the young man was seeing red. He wasn't paying attention to the fact that Rollins was now armed with one of his tag team championship belts. Breaker paid the ultimate price. What a win for Rollins, who could put the vision in the rear view mirror.
Now people got to check on Paul Heyman over here, who he hasn't moved since he was speared.
Oh.
And this is what started it all.
Oh.
Now watch the Paul Heyman.
Heyman knew exactly what he was doing.
And Paul Heyman getting involved once again here. And you see there, the referee forced to break the 3 count. And then right here, Paul Heyman just gets taken out by Braun Breaker with the spear. And Rollins had the title perfectly around his waist. As we see there, Breaker goes head first into the title belt. And Rollins takes advantage with a stomp. Once again connecting. And the cover would get Rollins the 1-2-3 victory here on Monday Night Raw. And guys, I'm going to give that match grade an A here on Tim Reynolds Show. But what does this mean for the future of Seth Rollins here on Monday Night Raw?
Wait a minute, Rollins, he's pointing over toward Montez Ford, who is out here tonight. Apparently, Ford and Rollins have put their differences aside, coming together for a common enemy in the assault on Montez Ford's partner, Angelo Dawkins, last week.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a couple of great nights in Italy, and what a weekend. And we want to remind you that professional wrestling is not over on Netflix right now.
Don't go anywhere. You are about to witness the highest of stakes in the world of lucha libre. Some of the highest of drama in the world of sports entertainment.
Yep, the Profits did help, or at least Montez Ford did, Keith. Yeah, A.J. Brown, we always knew was going to the Patriots there, Asher. A good deal for the Patriots.
On Netflix.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play here for WWE Monday Night Raw here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Peace out, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast here for WWE Monday Night Raw. Let me know what you guys thought, not only of WWE Monday Night Raw, but what you thought of Clash in Italy, which was most definitely an exciting premium live event for WWE yesterday, as we did our live play-by-play for that as well. Can't wait to see you guys next time here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out here on the channel. Peace.